Hey YouTube, this is Go Via or Go Home. I'm coming to you from my layout with an update. I know it's been a while since I've actually done a decent update for my layout, but it took me a while to actually get some work done, and with the 50,000 projects that it seems like I have going on all at once, um, well, let's just say, things get pushed aside and I forget about it. They're just normal stuff. And then, life happens and, well, you don't get around to doing ever, any more stuff. So I managed to actually get some work done, and I had, some spare time. I had a week vacation where I could, actually, spend some time and doing what I wanted to do instead of having to work all the time because, working sucks. So we'll take a look at the layout so far. Basically, you remember the two tables, the one long one and the other long one. Basically, they were together like end to end because I moved it from over on this side of the garage over to this side. I couldn't have it the full length, so I had split it in two, and I'm doing an oval. I know ovals, I mean, I think ovals suck. But unfortunately, this is what I have to work with right now. So, I mean, I know I guess I'm not going to really complain. Um, so basically, what I've done since I guess our last talk about the layout, I added this this kind of shelf part here. It's very narrow, but it gets the job done. I have it going from that main line there in the station all the way over to the main line on this side. This whole side here, because I'm still going to focus on that and not as much on this one and that very back corner there. Because when I do move, I am going to be using that, but not necessarily this one and that back one there. I don't really care too much about them. I just needed to complete the circle so I can run some damn trains. I keep getting new cars and new locomotives, but I don't really get to use them, and personally it really sucks. So I made it my mission to actually get this done. So while I'm working on these roundabouts here, I've also been doing a lot of wiring. As you'll be able to see there, I've got my little control panel with all my Atlas switches. So all the switches up here are wired. The track is all powered and ready to go. So when I do move it, basically I just stick that end here up against that end, solder it all together, connect the wires, and away I go. Easy peasy, right? Well, sort of, but not really, because these things are going to be monstrous to try to move. Even moving it from one side of the garage to the other, I'm probably going to have to remove the legs, and I kind of want to redo the legs, make them a little bit fancier, even though there's probably going to be a curtain eventually hanging, in front there, so you can't really see all the storage underneath. The one and only piece of fascia that I have up there is going to be very permanent. I put it there so it can hold at least the station in place. With the station, I had an idea. Well, actually, I had two ideas, and I would really like your input. Now, I need to have a flat piece on top of this to sit the train station. At first, I was thinking, well, I could use the same material, the same kind of plywoody stuff that you would use for a fascia, going right across that. But I felt it was very thin and it was very heavy. That doesn't really work for me because I need to be able to lift it off, and if I need to, clean the track underneath or fix something that's derailed or whatever. So then I thought, well, what if I use this pink foam the same foam that I use for the layout, but I get a thin piece, maybe like a 1 inch, and then basically what I would do is I would get a piece that would fit the entire thing, the entire top there. It doesn't bend, it's really light, and yeah, it's really easy to work with. I just get a piece cut for the top there, and then I can use this this plastic styrene stuff to basically, well, I wouldn't cover that up, but I would cut it so it's along the edge there, just so it gives me a bit of an overhang, just something like that. And then that way when I sit it on top, it gives it a more finished look, and it actually locks into place as well. So that's what I was thinking. Just a big piece to sit on top there, and then I can decorate the top, give it some landscaping, put the train station that I'm eventually going to get around to building on top there, and then that's complete. Some changes that I've done with this though. You can see I've already added the striping. I've only done 2 stripes, but all my pads are done. My I guess my terminal station. I guess I can't remember what they're called. Like the walkways, basically. I did the 2 stripes. That turned out really well. I just got to weather it, and then you'll be able to see I've got the stairs. They're all in place to go underneath, because there's also supposed to be subways going through here as well, but I just don't have any of the TTC subway cars. I don't even think they make them, to be honest with you, but I'm sure I could do a conversion of some sort if I really want to expand it. But let me know what you think about the train station here, and the walkways and stuff. Did I achieve what I was going for? Probably. I mean, they seem like a very good height, and you know, I'm really happy because it actually looks a lot more level than using the Smooth It by Woodland Scenics. I need to weather it for sure. I'm going to start doing some weathering soon, and I'm going to be adding lights as well. You guys have seen my reviews on the Woodland Scenics lights, the Just Plug. Well, I'm going to need at least 20 lights, you know, 4 of the red hubs and at least 2 of the blue hubs. So the lighting alone for this section here is probably going to cost me about $200 to $300 just for the lighting. Good times, right? So once but I'm thinking, because that whole thing I can do in the winter time. You know, I'm not really in a rush to do the lighting. So yeah, that'll happen whenever I feel like it. But I'll definitely get a piece of foam and start that, and start creating the top part of that eventually, and I'll finish connecting those and adding some final details, and then possibly I will be getting people, little HO scale people, passenger people, to, you know, fill up that extensively long, still trying to think, station platform. Yeah, I think that's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, I mean, that's about 44 inches. It's 3 feet and some odd inches long. That's going to be a lot of people. I still have to build a couple of escalators in there to make it look like there's a way to get up to the train station and whatnot. So that's going to be a challenge, but I'm looking forward to it, I guess. Looking forward to having the trains rolling through there. So for here, I don't really have much going on. I might practice doing some grass, and I might just ballast this track here just to give it a bit more of a look. Right now it's just I painted it brown. That's why I always do. That's my process. Like before I lay any track, I paint the ground brown, and then if I do as you can probably see there, when I did the station area, obviously I painted the brown underneath, and then I did the gravel over top. So I'll continue that process with the rest of my layout so the rest of it matches. So I did the brown, got this wired up too, so there's power going to this. I already ran a train over it just to make sure that my joints are good. It's all good. And this is my lift out section here. This is where I go in and come out. Just lifts out. It connects here. I got my little rail joiners and they slide out, and then I can lift it right out. And it's not connected here, but I think I've got this almost perfect. I haven't had any derailments. Thank God, because that's awful close to the edge. As you can see, not cool. Not cool at all. And I guess you're wondering, what the hell is with this? Like, I've got the track way over here, nothing here. Why is it ridiculously wide? Well, that's where it starts, and I don't need it to go any further than here. Why does it go all the way up this way? Well, I don't know. I think I was thinking about sending these two tracks in and, you know, either making two more, like maybe to like here or here, just somewhere where I can put more cars, possibly just storage tracks. Even at one point I thought, okay, well I can take this and I can go around and maybe connect it to another one of those, like either one of those tracks there. But I just, you know, I don't need to waste more money. Like, oh, you can see I just use Atlas, you know, just the track pieces. These are all just extra pieces that I had laying around. You know, I'm not going to go out and spend more money when, you know, this is probably just going to all come apart in the end. So, yeah, saving money. Although this here is that's a flex piece. I cut to fit. I had an extra one laying around. I originally had some of this, but I didn't like it for this part here. It just didn't seem accurate, and I figure if you're going to cut corners, do it where you can and not where you need it to be perfect. So I did not skimp on this piece. So moving down here, a lot of people actually, I see a lot of comments in forums about, you know, stripping locomotives and how do you get the best result for taking all the paint off. Well, I use, I don't know where the container went. Oh, yeah, it's down in there, but it's 91% alcohol and, yeah, and a toothbrush. That's how you get the paint off. I have this plastic container I filled up with it, and then basically I let it sit for well, you know, a couple of hours to kind of loosen it. And then I come in and I scrub the train down, and you can obviously see all the decal bits in there, and that's all paint and gross, and it all, you know, comes off the locomotive. And depending on the manufacturer, you want to be careful because it will ruin some plastics. But this is just one of my many projects that I've been working on here. It's going to be a Via Rail train that is painted as a Diet Pepsi. It's going to have the Diet Pepsi logos all over it and stuff. And it's one of those special edition ones. So I'm doing that up right now. I had already stripped it, painted it white, and then did the black. I still have to do the black front here on the hood, and then some detailing along the bottom black. And then I can do the decals and be done with it and move on to the next project. So this is all wired here. All my switches, they work. It's all done by the switches over there, and it's powered. What is your view on the Atlas switches? Because I notice a lot of people using the Tortoise switches, and I know it's easier with the DCC, but I'm so old school, and I just can't make certain changes, and I'm sure that the tortoises, they work great and they're realistic and whatnot, but just throwing in a switch like this and wiring it up, I mean, it takes like no time, and I don't know. To me, it's what I've always used, and it's something I'll probably always use. So, a lot of people don't like them for some reason. I guess depending on the locomotive you're using or the rolling stock, sometimes you have to make adjustments to the actual switch itself. But for me, I've always used it. I've never had any problems. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So just moving along here, just got so much garbage everywhere. Not necessarily garbage, but because I'm always doing something, you know what I mean? Like you can't really keep it organized always. So we're at my last table here. Basically, I haven't been doing as much work on this one because I was focusing more on that and getting that done first, and wiring for this one here so that this one works. And so this is my next one. I got to put down the cork and then the track, and that's it. I've got something sort of set up there where basically I have the bridge and I probably have a road coming down. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that or not. I even have a second, just a storage track there, which will end right there. And then, yeah, just storage for whatever, but the other one is the main line that continues around, goes down, and then goes down that way. But I'll get to that, and hopefully this week I'm going to finish because I want to do some reviews. Just a couple of hints of what I'm going to be doing. I've got 3 of those Walther mainline cars now. So I'm going to be doing a review on those. Really excited. I finished the BMO Go Transit Bombardier car. I'm still working on the More Go. That one's proving to be more difficult. So hopefully I get that finished, and then I can do a video, a reveal video for those, because they just look so awesome right now. Even though the More Go isn't done yet, and it is proving to be most difficult, still gonna have a good reveal for that one. But other than that, a buddy of mine, he mentioned that these what are they called? DPM models. I did like a little bit of a mock-up here, but I'm gonna try a couple of these out. Just these model kits. It's a thicker plastic, so I'm gonna try it out, see how it works, and my tape job sucks. And I'm gonna paint it, and I'll probably put a few buildings on here like that, so like I get them ready for when I move and I have the bigger layout, so I already have the pieces. I can just drop them and whatnot. Damn it. Okay. So it's pretty cool. I'm probably going to do a tattoo shop on one side, and then the other side is probably just going to be one of those, because I've got the decals from it from Dave. I'm going to do the tattoo shop on one side, and then the other place is going to be a vacant place of business with some room for rent or whatever in the window. And but yeah, that's all I got. Nothing has really changed much over there. Yeah, let me know what you think about this. Is this doable? Like, is that something that, I could actually do and, not really not really, stress about it. Just do it, and then, move forward and just keep working on whatever. And or does it seem like it would be one of those extensive things where I'd have to put a lot of time and effort into this to make that look perfect? You know what I mean? So let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see. And oh yeah, I got another one of these Rapido cars. Super excited about that. A lot of people seem to be liking the LRC train in general. I think I've got almost just about 100 views on that. I know it doesn't really sound like much in comparison because, some people have like hundreds of thousands of views on things. But for me, I mean, I think it's pretty awesome. So what I might do, I don't know if I'm going to get a third one of these or not. And I still got the 4 that I need to paint that I got at the train store. Or not train store, train show. But I'm probably going to do a train going around here kind of video, just to kind of show that it's working now, and excited that I actually get to run trains. So I think I might do an LRC train, the train with the cars. Let me know what you want to see going around, what you want my first train to be, to go around this entire oval. I'd love to hear what people would want to see, whether it be the LRC train, if you want to see like a massive GO train speeding around here, and let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can make it happen. Maybe the one with the most votes will be the first one that I do. Sounds good? I think we'll do that. And we'll do some rail fanning in that sense, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I really need to do a review for those Walther Mainlines cars, because they are incredible. But other than that, thank you again for taking the time to come by and watch my video. Everybody's been really awesome with the comments and the questions, and I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything, but when I do know something, it's definitely one of those things where you got to pass on that information. You got to let somebody know, because there's going to be those times where I don't know and I wish I knew, and I'm going to find someone that does know. And I really hope that they share that information too. And that's what this is all about, the community coming together and, talking about what we love to do. And, it's all about the trains, and it's just an amazing group of people that I've talked to and gotten to know over the past year or so. So, thank you again for everybody for subscribing. And if you don't already subscribe, go ahead. I mean, you're going to see more amazing videos and more amazing reviews. And when I use the word amazing, I use that word very loosely, because, I may not know everything about the trains and whatnot, but, I let you know what I think. It's a very honest opinion, and, it's not like... I just say, all the good things about it, and I don't talk about the bad things. I'm definitely not doing all the same things that everyone else is doing. There's no point. If there's already one video of somebody reviewing, a boxcar, I'm not gonna go out and do the same boxcar. It just doesn't make sense, But definitely watch out for my stuff. I'm gonna try to do more and try to do some bigger, better videos, and as soon as I get into the whole editing process, it won't look like all this cell phone quality and the shaking. So hopefully I eventually expand that as well. I just gotta find the time. So but other than that, I'm glad that things are finally coming together here, and I can start running some trains soon. And you'll be the first to see when it does happen. But until then, I'm Go Via or Go Home, aka Chris. This is my Toronto layout. Toronto, I guess, GTA, downtown, something, something. I haven't really named it anything in particular. It's just, yeah, Union Station, something. I don't know. It's my train layout, okay? And I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoy um, me going on about nothing, because that's usually what I end up doing. I usually, just end up droning about whatever, and run out of things to say pretty quick. Not much of a talker, but yeah. So there it is. There she is. Almost there. And I'm just gonna need to do, like a fascia here so no trains are falling off. And definitely, from here down to there, because, well, I think that would be a really, really sad day that I see a train fall, 3 feet to the ground and smash. So, gonna try to avoid that from happening. But other than that, again, thank you so much for coming by, and stay tuned for my next video. Have a good one.